feel like I'm trapped, even though you got me this roadmap. Why won't I open it up? Why won't I open it up? Hello, hello. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mercy's Path. Better late than never. I do always say that. I think you've heard me say it before. Yeah, hi. Thank you for watching last episode. Thank you for watching all the time. Sorry, I just took my glasses off after a very long day. Today was like the first day in years that I went to the gym at, the crack of dawn. I woke up at 5:30 and went for 6, and I made it there, and it's great. I'm proud of myself. Yeah. I'm really grinding. I don't know if I mentioned last time that I'm doing 225 workouts in 2025. It works out to like 4 or 5 a week, or 3 a week, or 6 a week, however many I can fit in there. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm determined. You know what, though? I'm already feeling the results. Did a few. Here's my problem. I used to work out a lot, and I was really, really fit. And then, I didn't for a long time. And then when I do it now, I go into it thinking I'm capable of all the things that I was completely capable of before. Like, I go in on a full body workout when I should really just be taking it easy to start. But I don't believe in taking it easy. I just go. I just go. I just go all the way. And so, yeah. So I've been doing these workouts, and I do some arm stuff, some ab stuff, some leg stuff, some cardio, just the whole kit and caboodle, just trying to get back in shape. I weigh a lot more than I used to, and I'm gaining a lot of muscle, and I can feel that I'm stronger, but I want to look the way I used to. I want this to go away. You know, I just want to feel better and look in the mirror and feel good like I used to. Not to the point that I used to. I don't want the vanity thing. I just want to be healthy. I just want to be able to run after kids at camp and keep up, and I can't do that with where I am at right now. So it's a journey for sure. I've been eating really well for the most part. It's kind of like yeah, I would say 80-20 right now. It used to be 60-40, now it's 80-20. Like 80% of the time I'm eating well, and then 20% of the time I'm eating whatever somebody buys for me or whatever, treat myself a little bit sometimes to something maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I know all about that stuff. Sorry, I gotta fix this. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. There we go. There. Yeah, I know what the right things are to do. It's just hard to do them after you haven't done them in a long time. And it's funny because the first time I ever purposely lost weight at the gym and was doing really well on a diet plan, I was doing something called Body by Vi. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was, I don't remember what Vi stood for, but it was Body by Vi, and it was these cake shakes. It was these shakes that tasted like cake mix. And so every time you would, instead of eating a meal, you would eat this meal replacement shake that tasted like cake. And I stuck to that pretty strictly after, like, postpartum. So I lost a lot of weight, and then I gained some, and I lost a lot again. Anyways, it's been an up and down journey, but I'm on a journey to health, because health is wealth. But let's get into some comments from last time. So last time on YouTube, we had Magnus Galactus OG. What's up? Love this person. So supportive on, X and YouTube. And he said, I'm going to make it a point and try to participate more on your channel. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That's so nice. Thank you. And then when I used to go, he said this is also a comment from him just separately. When I used to go to actual raves back in the day, they were all about peace, love, unity, respect. These things they have today are a gross mutation. Absolutely. If you remember that I was talking about rave culture in the last episode and how it's really become something that it was not when I started in the whole, community. But I love these two comments because it reminds me of the way I comment on videos. When somebody does a video, they say something and I comment, and then 5 minutes more, I comment again, and 10 minutes more, and then from like maybe the video YouTuber's perspective, they're like, "Oh my gosh, why is this person commenting so much?" But truly, it's because I'm commenting in the moment. And is anybody else like that? It's like I'm commenting in the moment. I don't watch the whole video and then comment. I comment as I'm having the thoughts. And some people write a paragraph of, "I liked when you said this and this and this and this." Not me. I'm like, "Hey, wow, what's up?" Speaking of YouTubers, so this whole Joe Rogan, Wes Huff craziness. So I watched Wes Huff on Joe Rogan. That was pretty crazy to hear Wes talk to Joe Rogan about Jesus. I loved it though. Is what the world needs. Absolutely. Podcast Cringe even did an episode about that episode. And sorry. And then yeah. But through this whole thing, finding Anton Wisbisky, the funny name to say, has been really interesting. I really am enjoying his videos. They're exactly what people who are kind of dabbling in the world and like dancing around Jesus. He's kind of saying what they need to hear, and I love that because there are so many people in the world who, maybe they are Christians, maybe they're not, but people just don't understand how, like, yeah, the world is spiritual, but it's like people don't understand the gravity, like how real it all is. Like there's literally angels and demons in this room with me probably. And you think that that's something a crazy person would say, but it's so true, especially when you're in a place like a church. Demons love to come into the church. They love to come in to mess with people and mess with people who are doing good. They love to be at work. And there's always angels. You have guardian angels fighting over your soul with these demons at all times. And I think it's just important to know that. Hey, off the tripod. No. I love this dog. I love him. He's my best friend. Secretly. And don't tell anybody, but I'm getting another one tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to meet someone about a puppy. Because he needs a friend. He desperately needs a friend. Whenever we see another dog, he like screams. And, I told my family when he was there, he's going to scream. And then he did it when they brought this other dog in, and he screamed. He screamed. It sounds like a woman getting murdered. And they're like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "I told you, like this is what's gonna happen." And I don't think they understood how bad it was gonna be. So that was funny. Anyways, back to demons are real. Angels are real. It's kind of like I like to think of it as the movie Constantine. That movie is too real. Like that's what's happening around us at all times. And I think there are a lot of Christians who don't take that seriously. I think there are a lot of non-Christians who think, "Oh, whatever, I'm just going to live my life and, pick and choose." I actually saw a really, really cool thing today. Where did I see that? It was about how, I think it was actually Wes. He was on some other guy's podcast, PBJ or something. But he was talking about how, there's a lot of people in the world are spiritual and they pick and choose, and there's elements of Christianity that they take, and others they leave, and they're about Christ consciousness, like the New Age thing, right? But it's like, if you don't, because you need a foundation to stand on, and I've said that before, you need a foundation to stand on, or else you're standing on sand, and sand sinks, and you sink into sand, right? This dog is going ham on this bone. He literally just farted. Sorry, I'm a child. Anyways, yeah. People in the whole world needs to realize that there's good and evil, period. There's God and the devil. There's God, there's Jesus, there's the Holy Spirit, who's like in heaven trying to like do good for us, trying to, watching us and hoping that we choose the right path, and they have grace for us when we don't. And then there's evil, who disguises itself as an angel of light, and disguises itself in manifestation and all these crazy entities, and I think it's just really important to be in your Bible and knowing exactly what you're dealing with at all times. So, but he said something that was really interesting when he said, you know, uh, he lost a lot of people in his life, a lot of friends. Anton said this, by the way. He lost a lot of friends in life because he went from believing one thing and teaching one thing, like all the New Age stuff, and using demonic powers and using mind reading and stuff like that. He was using and dabbling in all that crazy stuff, and he completely just flipped one day and became a Christian, and was like, hey, these New Age gurus are evil and they are terrible for you. And so that I can just relate to that so much, because I went from, a stripping liberal to a modest Christian. But first, I went from liberal to, I would say, conservative. you know I went from porn is I literally had a post on my old account, like I had a Black Lives Matter square, and I had sex work is work squares, and then I was educated and I experienced things, and when I started to really look at the culture and the environment that I was in, you know, nobody in, because I went to this conference this one time. So there's Comic Cons, right? I've been to tons of Comic Cons all over, Canada, and um, the one year these people decided to put on NSF Con, so it was Not Safe for Work Con, NSFW Con. Not safe for con. Not safe for, it was NSF cons. It was not safe for con, and it's essentially like Comic Cons are mostly kid friendly, family friendly. Yes, there's a lot of half naked girls walking around. Yes, there's a lot of gore and death and comic books, just general things they would see on TV. But NSF Con was specifically made so that people could be naked and do drag queen stuff and do like adult toys, and it was like sex education and polyamory and all that weird stuff that I don't really subscribe to or partake in. But at the time when NSF Con came out, I was one of the first vendors at this convention. I was was that the second one? I think I went to two. Yeah, I did go to two, because I went to one with a toy maker, and then the next one I went to one by myself. And yeah, like people just walk around basically naked, and I remember I got tied up. This guy was like doing bondage rope, showing you what it's like to be like all tied up and like hanging, And so I did that. He like tied me all these ways, and I was like hanging basically like a stuffed pig from a rope. And then that's supposed to be cool. I thought it was really weird, but I wanted to do it just to experience it, and I didn't like it. And that was that. But and the guy that, did it for me had these blackened, totally blacked eyes, and I probably could throw a picture up because I probably still have one. Um Totally blacked eyes. I think he had like little horns coming. You know how people get horn implants in his head? Like, and then so, you know, um it's just crazy to me how people will do that and like be in that lifestyle. And now I was, I didn't like partake in the lifestyle. Yes, I was, the online model, but I didn't, I was invited to these parties and stuff, these swingers parties where these couples would invite all kinds of random people, and it would just be like, you know, that kind of thing. And I didn't ever go to that kind of stuff because, like I've said before, as much as I was in that culture, I've always been a one, I want to be with the person I want to marry kind of person, and so I just, stayed away from the physical side of it, but I was totally in it as far as like, here I am, I'm with you all. Um, and yeah, it when I look back now from the outside in, so many of those people, the friendships weren't long lasting. Because when everybody's sleeping together, it creates that toxic drama, right? It creates like that sexual tension and that barrier that like ruins friendships really. And so nobody in that scene, had long-term friends, had, and I always thought that was kind of weird, and everybody kind of, smack talked each other a lot. And I didn't, you know, when people constantly say bad things about other people, you think, what are they saying about me? And so, I met a lot of great people who I'm sure are lovely people, but were a lot of them like me were just, just caught up in it all. Oh, this is cool. Oh, freedom, free the nipple. Like I totally used to be that person. Why can't women walk around with their shirts off? That's not fair. Totally. I was that person. I was totally that person. And now, it's funny, because the local pool in my city now lets women walk around topless, and I think that is horrible. Like I think that is should not be allowed. That children deserve decent people to be around them, not some freaky 45-year-old woman who wants to show her boobs off to, the children. I think that's ultra weird. And what kind of, even when I was, doing stuff on the internet, I did not, if a 16-year-old or a 14-year-old messaged me on Instagram, I blocked them. Like blocked. I don't want to talk to you because you're a kid. Um, and so it's just weird. That's weird to me. But and it's just so. Anyways, the whole point is I understand what it's like to go from 0 to 60, to go from everything's okay to nothing's okay and nobody should do this. And I get that was offensive to a lot of people, and a lot of people like. There's this one lady who did horror photos of children, where she would put children in these really awful, like make a child hold like a, a severed head, and really weird. And I used to think that was so cool, and then, you know not at all anymore. I think that's disgusting, and I think that for, you know and one of her models was a friend of mine, and portrayed like killing babies and stuff. And she had kids, and I look back at that and I think, yeah, even when I was part of that culture, I would never do that. Like that seems so wrong. I mean, the worst thing I ever did, as far as like horror or death or anything like that, is I did a Dexter photo shoot where I wrapped myself in like plastic and made a big plastic background, and had like not knives and stuff, and I put like blood blood in there. That was the worst thing I ever did. I never wanted myself to look dead or look hurt, because a long time ago, actually, when I first learned Photoshop, I had this photo of myself with I put duct tape on my mouth and like went like this, and then I I I did like the burn tool in Photoshop, and I made it look like there was like a hand grabbing my throat choking me, or it made it look like I had been choked and I had the bruising from being choked. And then I did like blood on my nose and big black eyes and stuff. And then this police officer, okay, friends with my mom, messaged me and was like, "You can't do that." And I think she phoned me even, or maybe phoned my mom. I don't really remember, but I remember her comment was like, "You shouldn't put this on Facebook. That's so traumatizing, and this really happens to women, and you shouldn't be doing this for fun, and you're scaring people." And at the time, I was like, "Shut up, lady." But now it's like I get it. If a domestic violence if a victim of domestic violence saw that, it would be like, whoa, like very triggering, very traumatizing. And I mean, you can't shield yourself from everything, but there's certain things that just shouldn't be allowed. Like, right? You shouldn't be allowed to portray death or beheading or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. I don't know. Because, whatever is pleasing, whatever is noble, whatever is righteous, whatever is trustworthy, think about such things. Don't think about death, right? Um, yeah, that's crazy to think about. And so I lost all those friends. I lost all my cosplay friends because then they thought I was a right wing racist. It's funny how as soon as you like, I'm friends with all these like Asian cosplayers and brown, black, Latino, all kinds of cosplayers. And then as soon as I say, hey, like, maybe we should take another look at our worldview, I'm a racist. Like, what? How does that work? Anyway, my eye is really itchy and I'm probably gonna make it all droopy now, but that's okay. It's been a long day. Like I said, I woke up at 6 in the morning today to go to the gym. That's a first for me in a long time, and I'm so tired. And then I worked all day, and then I went to junior youth and played with 30, 40 kids for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and cleaned up all that. And I love it. I love being busy and I love volunteering. But I just really wanted to get this podcast out. I forgot. I straight up forgot. Like, not even going to make up anything. I forgot to do it on Friday night and Saturday night. Saturday night, I sang at the Bobcats game. The Bobcats did not win. It was pretty sad, but it was a good game. One of the Bobcats that help out with us at City Church Youth sometimes actually scored like a breakaway unassisted goal. And I was like, woohoo, go Caden. Like, it was like so epic. And I was like proud because like, I know that guy. So, so that was fun. Yeah, but I forgot. I straight up forgot to record a podcast. I usually do it Friday or Saturday, and then do all the editing Sunday, and then post it Monday or Tuesday. And I just straight up forgot. And so I'm not gonna forget this week. I'm gonna be really busy. This is a really busy week. We have a like mini conference happening at the church, and me and Shauna and Amber are doing some worship for the ladies one on and yeah, and then it's just gonna be a busy weekend. It's gonna be very busy, and then I'm going to a play. Some of our youth kids are in a play, so we're gonna go support them. I don't love what the play is about, but I gotta support the kids, and I want to see what they've been learning and learning to portray in these last few months. Um, and then Sunday, of course, is church. We've got night services going on again, which is super fun. I love night service. It just seems more chill than like Sunday morning. Sunday morning is so like church. Sunday evening, it's like prayer and worship and just like letting the Lord lead. I love that. So anyways, yeah. Oh, speaking of like trying to lose weight, holy smokes, Alex Jones. I've okay. I have a complicated history with Alex Jones. No, I don't. It's not that complicated. But I loved him when I first became, awake to the world. He was my go-to source for information. I absolutely love him. I love the way he talks. I love his voice. He's like, "Roar, I'm Alex Jones," and I don't know. I can't do it, but um, then I followed him for a long time, and I don't love I do love him, and he's great. He has his purpose in the world, but I don't love the he's always trying to sell stuff, and I don't like when people are trying to make money, even though that's how the world works, capitalism. I know, but some of the stuff he sells is so like alarmist. Like it's like, oh, the world's gonna end. You better buy all my stuff, and I get it. I get it. Okay. But for me, when the world's ending, Jesus is coming back, and I don't need anything for when that happens because I'm going to hopefully be raptured because I love God and I believe in Jesus Christ. Um, so I mean, I hope that happens. If that doesn't happen, yeah, okay, I need Alex Jones's stuff and give me some and like just send it to me, Alex, please. But there was a point where I got into the somebody sent me the Bill Hicks conspiracy that Alex Jones is actually Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks was like, acquired by the CIA and turned into Alex Jones to become this like talking head, this controlled opposition. And that broke my heart. I thought, no, like Alex. And the fact that he's friends with Joe Rogan just kind of made that like more real. I don't know if that's true. I to this day, they still look so much alike. They talk the same. So much of it is just too real. Look, I got a bone just in case. Come here. Want this? You want this? You want this? Yeah, you do. Go get it. The dog needed a bone because he wanted to annoy me, to whine at me. He wants my attention. And I'm going to pay so much attention to him when I've done this. I swear. I love him and I love to cuddle him. And he's so cuddly and I love him. Have I said that I love my dog? Anyways, Alex Jones, Bill Hicks. Yeah, it's a complicated thing. I still don't know what to believe. But anyway, I happened to come across Alex Jones again recently. And holy smokeroos, has he lost weight? Somebody mentioned that he just lost it all by stopping drink. He quit drinking, and that's really all he did. But damn, like dude lost a whole nother man. Like it's crazy how fit he is. It looks weird because I didn't see it. Like I saw him back. I think around the time the Sandy Hook thing was happening. Some people were saying it was a humiliation ritual, and Bill Hicks just has to go through this to, continue on his fame and all this controlled opposition stuff. And so he was, a big guy when he was in that Sandy Hook trial. Oh my gosh. And yeah. So then seeing him out of nowhere in 2025, like literally so skinny, I was like, good for him. I was like happy for him. And I watched some of his videos and I remembered how much I love him. But I'm not going to keep up with, again, it's such alarmism. And I don't like people who just continue to make people scared. Now, I do believe that you should know what's going on. And there's a place for the info wars. I don't know. I don't know. I struggle with that because, why listen to Alex Jones where I could listen to the Bible? Why listen to this person if I could just read the Bible? Because the Bible tells you what you need to know about the world. The world does not tell you, the truth all the time, right? And so, yeah, good for Alex Jones is what I'm saying. And also, oh no. Yeah, when Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, and all of them were on Tim Pool, that just seemed so psyopy. I don't know. And, I'm just one of those people. I don't trust anything. Okay. I got a rebellious heart. God's working on me. But sometimes my spirit is right. But there are times where I will say, okay, this is a little out there. But until I'm proved wrong, this is what I believe. Sorry. So yeah. Oh, and then this is just something stupid I wanted to talk about, and I hope it doesn't upset anyone, but buckle in. Ugh. Um okay, so the Golden Globes, right? I don't watch the Golden Globes, but I saw all this stupid controversy about what happened at the Golden Globes, where some musical about, sexual transition won a Golden Globe instead of Wicked, the musical. And then it was like, oh, this horrible musical about this stuff won against this, and they're showing all these clips of this terrible musical about, sex change essentially. Uh and so this is this bothers me for so many reasons. Number 1, now this ridiculous musical that should have never seen the light of day, that I should have ever never ever seen at all, is now being shared everywhere. Clips are being shared everywhere to be like, this sucks and Wicked should have won. And 2, Wicked, it's just marketing for Wicked, because now everybody's gonna go watch these two. I don't know. I don't care enough about pop culture to go watch Wicked. I've never been a Wicked fan. I The word Wicked is like, I'd rather watch like Bible, right? Like that's just me. Um, and so it's like, but for somebody who is into that kind of thing, you'd think that it would manipulate them into being like watching Wicked and watching the other one and seeing which one, really did better. And so it's just all so obvious to me now that it's all just constructed outrage, and we all know that award shows are fixed and stuff like that. So it's like, who cares? That's my problem. Who cares? Anyways, yeah, I had to let the dog out, and then Remy wanted to poke her head in on my podcast, and anyways, so I let her. I turned it back on just to let her poke her head in. There, now she's on it. I mean, if she wants to be on it, she can, but um, she's so random. She needs to get dressed. Okay. Um, so this is my day planner. This is my day planner looks like these days. It's full. It's full. I got a day planner. Okay. Shauna bought me one. It was like, for the season, but it was really big and it didn't fit in anything. So I bought like the smaller one, and it's got a nice Bible verse on it. Anyway, we're talking about Wicked. Okay. And then I had to go like take care of some stuff. Um, yeah, I don't care. I just don't care about pop culture. I don't. And, even I used to even get, sucked into like the Marvel universe, because like I grew up on comic books. I grew up on, X-Men and stuff like that. And I really always wanted to watch those movies. And now I just don't care. Like I truly, the Hollywood has no hold on me anymore. And I do love that. I do love how that feels. Celebrities have no, I don't care about any of that stuff. And I'll be honest, for a long time it bothered me when people do, like when people post about, Taylor Swift or Russell Brand or whoever. I just would be like, oh, like I would equate their love for celebrities to their level of, I don't know. And that's super judgmental. I know that, because a lot of people still love people. I just don't. You know, I would rather like hype up people I know, like local people, and make them feel like celebrities than like spend any attention on, those people. Or like, low level YouTubers or whatever. Um Anyways, I brought this in here because um I just thought it was really cool that it's helping me. I'm actually writing things down, like writing down it tells you to write down your priorities. So my priorities that I wrote down were the gym, going to youth, and reading my Bible at night. And guess what? I read my Bible at night 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days out of 7 days. What? What is your problem? What? Why? Can you please not go to bed? There. Are you cool now?
Not
Well, then what are you doing?
cool. I feel like you're gonna cry.
Do I? It's the light. It's the ring light. Yeah, you are just that funny. Okay. Well, next time. Next time, Remy's a guest. Anyways, I'm almost done the Bible, and that is one of my main priorities of this year, is to finish the Bible. And then one of my priorities for this week was try to make it to the gym in the AM, and I accomplished that. So now I need a new priority. Yeah, it's great. It's really helping me. I'm enjoying using a day planner. Like I was using one a year or so ago, and then I went to camp and never touched it again. so so yeah, that's this. Like why?
Did I make it or did I miss?
Yes, you made it. But why do you what's so special about waving your hand in front of it? Good night, love you. I swear, I don't understand her. She's acting so goofy. Um Yeah, I got this from Living Books. Dawn Stridehorst in Lloydminster area sells living books, and it's like Christian books and stuff. Um, and that's where I got this planner. It's lovely. I'll just show it to you. This is not an ad. I just really love it. It's helping me, and I think it's because it's blessed because it's full of God. But it's got like your months, and then it's got like there's these like there's little quotes, and like what can you do to simplify your schedule, and then it's like week by week, and there's a prayer list. I've been writing people's names in the prayer list. There's space to create. There's notes, and so I'm doing a young adults Bible study. I'm going to be doing some notes in here. um it's just I just really like it. I really like it a lot. And so it was only $21. And it's beautiful leather. It's a whole year, and it's only $21. And like this is like see? $21 for this. And I just love it. I just really love it. And it's big enough to fit in my purse. Or sorry, small enough to fit in my purse. And it says trust in the Lord with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. I love the Lord. Yeah. So, anyways, that's kind of my life. I don't really, I'm a volleyball mom now. I'm going to my very first volleyball tournament coming up this week. I am a beast of a volleyball mom. I'm going to quit all my, I probably have to quit this podcast and quit singing just to become a really good volleyball mom. Meow, meow. But, I really try to stay off Reddit, but sometimes it is just too good, too funny. And it's, forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, Lord. I do not wish to be bad. I'm hungry though. I'm gonna go probably cook some sausages. I got an air fryer, right? I've been air frying everything. Everything gets in the air fryer. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, vegetables, so much better in the air fryer. Boiling is ugh. Steaming is like ugh. Frying is like but air frying, it's like mmm, that's delicious. I just, I threw a bunch of stuff in it, air fry, pop it into a warming container, rinse it out, wash it out, pop something else in the air fryer. And it's like I've made whole meals in the air fryer. I'm very hungry. And I've actually been thinking about going on the carnivore diet. So if anybody out there has, insight or anything like that, I would love to hear it. Um, I would just love to hear it. I'm just very tired and hungry. and this is gonna be a short one. And I do have I have two guests, two confirmed guests. I just have to find the time to sit down and record with them. And I can't wait to have some guests on here. I won't tell you who yet until we actually sit down and record it. And I'll do like a selfie with a teaser, and it'll be a whole thing. A lot of people tell me I'm really good at marketing, and it's like I should be. I've been doing it for more than 15 years. Um, but I love marketing. I just love being out there and being, like, this is what's happening. And I think it comes from, I see other people do things and they don't give all the information, or they don't like link directly to it. And I just see so many marketing mistakes that it like makes me want to do a really good job. And so anyways, we're going to cut this short. I just love you so much. And thank you for listening and watching and whatever you're doing. And please share, please comment like Magnus Galactus. Wait, is that the name? Yes, it is. Magnus Galactus OG. Magnus Galactus OG. Like, what's up? Yeah. Mm. That's crazy. I've done as many podcasts as I've done workouts. I mean, I gotta surpass that with workouts pretty soon, obviously. But I hope you have a lovely day. And okay. Dear God, I love you so much. Just, you get all the glory and all the praise. I just can't thank you enough for everything you've done in my life. I can't thank you enough for just being who you are. Your grace and mercy is so good. And I pray that everybody listening and watching really is inspired to dive into your word, God, that they give them discernment to discern what is true and what is not. And just pour your love out onto them. Show them that they don't need anybody. They just need you, your unconditional love. I love you so much. I just love you. I just want to say I love you 100 times, and I will. You make me so happy, because the joy of the Lord is my strength. And, when I didn't want to wake up this morning, I said to myself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And guess what? I got up. And we can all do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So please just strengthen us, Lord, and continue to, and give us everything that we need. Your will be done, God. Your will be done. Use me. I am your vessel. Whatever you want, please. Thank God you saved my soul. Thank God. Thank you. I love you. In Jesus' name, amen. Sometimes I don't think I'm a very good prayer, but you're only supposed to say what comes to your heart, right? You're supposed to say what, you're not supposed to say anything. It's just whatever comes, right? And God just wants to hear from you. And so thank you for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. And we'll see you next time with who knows what. Comment. Tell me what. Okay. Bye.